In 1994, Rwanda experienced the most traumatic period in its history. Tensions between the African country's two main ethnic groups, the Hutus and Tutsis, had simmered for decades. The assassination of the then Hutu president was the catalyst for 100 days of genocide. 1 million people, mostly minority Tutsis, were massacred. A year before the genocide in Rwanda, the problems between the groups erupted in neighboring Burundi. Over 200,000 people were killed. This is the story of how one man survived that murderous period.
There is a name, kind of like a nickname called Muvuduka, which means this man can run, Muvuduka. So everywhere you go, even if a little young boy, when you run, you beat like a dog, oh, my name is Muvuduka, you know, that kind of things. And in my school, they started calling me Muvuduka because I was the hero for my school.
Gilbert Tuhabonye was more than just a good high school runner. He was one of Burundi's most promising young athletes. While still at school, he'd become the national champion in both the 400 and 800 meters. Born into a Tutsi tribe, he attended a boarding school in the village of Kibimba, 150 miles from his home. His talent had earned him a scholarship to an American university. But in 1993, the 18-year-old's burgeoning track career was put on hold.
October 21st, 1993, my life was in reverse. We were forced in the building, and they set the building on fire. Before they set the building on fire, we had to go through a lot of torture. As I'm running away from the enemy, I was chased by a mob, a huge group of people with arrows, with machete. So I stopped, and they took me back to school. And when I went in front of the headmaster, I was hoping the headmaster would help me, but instead, he put me in the building, and he locked me up inside the building while they're torturing my friend outside. But the mob outside, they were screaming, claiming that I should be outside. And he told them that he had a special torture for me. The building exploded. I witnessed my friend dying one by one, and I was waiting for my turn. I took someone that I know, throw her outside. She was half dead, but they are grabbing him. They are cutting her ears and nose, and I was scared to go out because they are waiting. And finally, the fire was so intense, and the roof was trying to collapse. I need to get out and land outside. They did not see me. But I landed in the middle of them. They did not see me. To the day I call it a miracle, and I start running. As I'm running, they're screaming, everybody's leaving. There was fire coming out, and because they will spray gasoline on our back. And as I'm running, they're screaming, everybody's leaving. I remember this noise, crazy machete everywhere, flowing because they were throwing machete, throwing stone on me. And it was dark, like 3 o'clock in the morning. I didn't go far, my friend. It was dark. They gave up.
Gilbert made his way to a hospital 1 kilometer away, where he was protected by the military. He stayed there for nearly 2 months. He was the only survivor of a brutal massacre that was repeated many times throughout Burundi in October 1993. Just 18 months after he was attacked, Gilbert was back running, and he competed at the World Student Games in Japan. He moved to America in 1996 to attend Tulane University in Georgia, where he was a founding member of the college track team. Now 33, Gilbert lives in Austin, Texas, with his wife and 2 children. He hasn't been back to Burundi, as the people who carried out the genocide are still there.
I forgave those people trying to kill me. I want people to learn about forgiveness. For us to live in a better place, we gotta let those little things go so we can move on and focus on the positive.
Okay.
Thank you guys, thank you.
Since moving to Austin, Gilbert has competed in marathons. He's also formed a 300-strong training group called Gilbert's Gazelles. He coaches elite athletes who are training for big city marathons and also amateurs who've never run before.
Cookies, get up, me. What I do, I try to motivate them and encourage them and provide love and caring, and really, it works. Your back straight. Your back straight. Pick it up your knees, your hip, pick it up your knees and cross. Keep your back straight. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Earlier this year, Gilbert entered the London Marathon in an attempt to qualify for the Beijing Olympics. However, an injury to his hamstring meant he couldn't finish the race. 15 years after being attacked because of his ethnic group, Gilbert has managed to rebuild his life. His story is one of grace, dignity, survival, and a love of running.
It's everything. It's my passion, my freedom. It's my therapy. I escaped the master club, something that almost took away my life. It was because of running. I was able to stay longer in fire through breathing and resistance because of running. So running is something that helped me to escape. It's something that helped me to move on in so many ways in my life. So I would say running is everything for me.